What is going on, guys? Just finished the gym. Not sure what day it is of making a YouTube video every single day, but we're getting through the challenge. And today's the first day in the past month or so that I felt like my normal self. I felt reasonably positive. I don't know what happened over the past month. I honestly don't know. I think it was just like mental and emotional burnout. I think I'd just been working so hard and not really giving myself much time to rest. Like, I'd say I was resting, and I'd say to my girlfriend, oh, I'm gonna have a rest on Sunday, I won't do any work, I won't really touch my phone, and then just end up working the majority of the day again. And I think I just really had a mental burnout, and I fell into, I don't necessarily want to call it depression, but I fell into some sort of depression over the past month. Nothing excited me, even training. The one thing that I'm passionate about, the one thing that I really love, just wasn't feeling it. And today, on the way to the gym, was the one day I felt like, in the past month, I felt, man, I'm excited to train. I want to train as hard as possible. Everything felt forced over the past 1 month. And I think it comes down to a few things, not only mental burnout, but also I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with my life, and still at the same time I'm not necessarily sure, but I know that I've got a job coming up, and even if it's just a warehouse job over the next 3 months, I think I was very stressed out with the lack of money, constantly got bills and trying to be this entrepreneur but actually really not making that much money at all. I'd have weeks where I'd make a decent amount of money and be like past getting by, more than getting by. And then I'd have weeks where I barely could afford my bills, or months where I barely could afford my bills. And that's the whole risk of entrepreneurship. I think I did it the wrong way. Look, at the beginning of this year, I knew it was going to be a risk to quit my job. I knew it was going to be hard. But I think I put myself so far in the deep end that I didn't want to let my pride go and go back. Go back on what I said, oh, I've quit my job. I didn't want to come back on, not only come back on here, but to myself, I didn't want to step back and go, oh, I've got to go 2 steps back to a job to go 10 steps forward. But now with a job coming up, I feel like I'm a lot more passionate about building something. And I just bitted and bobbed. Yeah, we'll roll with that. I bit and bobbed for most of the year. Like you guys have seen, I was doing a little bit of landscaping, then I was doing appointment setting, then I was doing coaching. And I still, one of my main goals is building up the coaching, building up my personal brand, building up the YouTube, the Instagram. I don't really use TikTok. I've just never really had much engagement with it. I had one video that did pretty well. Apart from that, my videos seem to resonate better on Instagram for whatever reason, I'm not sure. But yeah, my main goal really still is building the personal brand, because I believe there's so much in having a personal brand. Not necessarily about money, not necessarily just about motivating people, but there's so many opportunities you can get through a personal brand. If there's anyone watching this and you haven't started building your social media, I'm sure there's something that's interesting about you. I'm sure there's something that you've overcome in your life what you could help other people with. And just put videos out, motivating people or teaching people. But yeah, my main goal is still build the personal brand. At the same time, now I'm going to have a job, so I don't have to worry about bills. I can put some savings away. And then there'll be one more thing what I'm building on. I'm not sure what that's going to be right now, but I still need something to work hard on in the meantime. And then really over like Sundays, really have proper breaks. Like phone away, spend time in nature, spend time with my girlfriend, go and walking the dogs, and actually staying off my phone, because I find it so easy to just jump back on my phone. I did fill my ice bath up yesterday to get back into the ice bath routine, but it was empty by the time I got to it this morning, or like 1/4 full, so 3/4 empty, and it was full last night, so there must be a hole in that. I need to look into that, but yeah, whether that means getting a new one or I don't know, because I really enjoyed the ice baths. I stopped doing them in the summer because they just weren't cold enough. It just felt like I was doing it. It was pointless. The shower was colder, and now that it's getting cold again, I wanted to get back in, so I'm going to see if I can find the hole, because I didn't see a hole when I was cleaning it. But anyway, on the way home I had a cheat meal last night. Yeah, just a bit of a life update from me really. I still don't know where exactly I'm going to take this YouTube channel, but I'm sure all in due time it'll come to me. Same with the Instagram. I still don't know where I'm going to take that. Like, I want to base it not only on sobriety and fitness, but like a whole everything. Just try and be as positive as possible and bring people up and maybe build a community on that. Maybe a school community, something like that. And then people just say, oh, you're just another guru who sells a course. So whatever I do, I want to make sure I do it properly. I like to do things properly, not rush into them. Anyway, guys, I hope you've had a beautiful Sunday. I hope you've enjoyed it, spent time with your family, been present the best you can. I'm about to wind down for the evening, go get some dinner, maybe have some eggs before bed and a protein shake, and that's me. Straight back to it Monday morning. Appreciate you all, guys. See you in tomorrow's video.